You're checking out the Legend of Drizzt. Neverwinter begins. #1. I'd like to thank everybody for checking out the broadcast, show, or stream. This is loosely based on the books by best-selling author R.A. Salvatore. The broadcast is dedicated to Drizzt Do'Urden and all his fans, in the hopes that one day there will be a true Legend of Drizzt video game. We're going to check out Neverwinter Nights here, based in the Dungeons & Dragons universe. I think that's a cool picture of Tiamat right there. And very new to this game, but we'll see how it goes, and thanks for watching. I think that's the Linda Shadow Mantle, Lich Sorceress. Very cool.
To brace yourselves for this. Well, that didn't go so badly.
Get his attention. Cleric, with me.
Feed upon the living.
Okay, so that was pretty cool. I'm a fan of the books. I've read some of them more than once, but honestly, I feel like I'd have to reread my Neverwinter series again, but familiar with some of the characters from the story, so it looks like they got most of the races represented here. I'm sure there's 1,001 Drizzt in this game, but for the purposes, at least for me, myself, and I, we're gonna go with Menzo Bears and Renegade. Probably make another character. I was contemplating whether to do a series about the daughter of Drizzt, maybe a sorceress-based cleric. Maybe one day could take over Menzo Bears, but for now, I think we will just try to make our own Drizzt character and do a spin-off series once I'm more familiar with the game. Who knows, I might find a crew that has a really awesome Drizzt, and I could be Regis or Artemis Antiri. A lot of options here. That's awesome. Charisma, or wisdom. It's pretty close. This one's almost more Legolas as opposed to Drizzt, but hard to tell. Dreads, no. Doesn't usually have his, at least in the pictures I've seen, doesn't usually have his hair depicted in braids. It's more like it, but I don't like how that gets cut off so much. I guess they all do, depends on the gear. Come on. Wow, I can do all these adjustments. It's really cool. Every single one of these places is from the D&D universe. Some of them I know from Sword Coast or Drizzt series. Well, I think the best one so far is this one. Alright, here's the challenge. I'm sure Drizzt has been taken in more than one style. It's totally frozen. Sorry if I got kicked out here, unfortunately. Enter value? No, there we go. I assume this is taken, but let's just try it just to see how quickly I get cut down. It's taken. Oh, it'll be taken. No way. No, begin adventure. It's telling me this name's gonna be taken. Oh, it gave me the name? No way. It must allow individual names. Or same names. Because guaranteed somebody's probably taken that. Oh.
Hey, are you alright?
Move around with the left stick.
Well, let's just go through this as is. I usually like to play with littlest HUD as possible, but I don't even know how much, if any, if I could take off in this game.
Move to Private Wilfred. Press X when close to talk to him.
Thank the gods! When I saw the Dracolich attack the ship, I was afraid there would be no survivors. What brings you to Neverwinter at such troubled times? Being attacked by a Dracolich and then nearly drowned is quite a shock to the system. I'm sure it will come back to you. In the meantime, you should search the beach for your gear. It's not safe here with villagers undead prowling around. When you finish, head up to the camp at the top of the hill. They've got a nice warm fire up there.
It's another presentation to ESO. Dragon Age still has them both deadbeat when it comes to presenting choices, but
Press X to interact with nearby characters and objects. Select between multiple objects by centering your crosshair cursor over the desired object. Press L1 and left button to open your inventory. Select an item to equip it. Press the touchpad button to toggle between HUD elements. The quest tracker displays current quest objectives.
Well, I think he still has it on the graphics department, but if this allows me to learn more in D&D lore, then I'm all in. It's so cool, like, just being in the books, kind of. It's awesome.
Good to meet you. It's good to see someone survive the attack on the ship. When you feel ready, please speak to me again. I'm afraid. Although we stopped Valintra's main force, the battle is far from over. The battlefield is crawling with mindless undead who lost their masters in the fighting. To make matters worse, the enemy is raising our dead to use against us. Acolyte Naaman is performing a ritual of Kellenvor to lay the newly dead to rest. That is sure to draw an attack here. I must stay and make sure Naaman finishes her ritual. Could you search the battlefield for any wounded we missed and send them here? After you finish with the wounded, go to Del McCall's camp and tell him our situation.
R2 to use rapid shot.
Help me.
Thanks. Be careful out there.
Press L1 and X to jump.
Interesting.
We were lucky to drive Valindra's forces back.
Ah, the Gus Scottish accent's awesome.
Thank you for aiding the wounded. They wouldn't have survived much longer with all the undead roving about. I'll try to get medical supplies and reinforcements to Linklater as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we've got problems of our own. I'm afraid I have a gruesome task for you. We've driven Valindra's main army off, but our Red Wizard allies are still harassing us with summoned undead. Private Hothedon is trying to drive them off with his archers, but they're short on ammo. Search the battlefield and scavenge some arrows from the dead, and then take them to Hothedon.
L2 to use split shot.
Valindra had a Dracolich under her control when she attacked Neverwinter. It attacked ships in the harbor, and then came straight for the city. My friends and I were helping Sergeant Knox defend the walls when it attacked. There was a terrific battle, and we were able to defeat it. I don't know how Valindra got a Dracolich. Perhaps a deal with the cult of the dragon. The important thing is that we deprive her of it. When a Dracolich is killed, its spirit returns to a special phylactery. From there, it can possess the body of another dragon and be reborn. This Dracolich's spirit has not departed yet. I am trying to bind it here. If it cannot return to the phylactery, we may be able to destroy it and deprive Valindra of a powerful ally.
You found some ammunition. Excellent. Please place the arrows in one of the barrels near the archers. We must drive the wizards back. Thank you for the help. The Red Wizards haven't been driven away, but this will at least force them to keep their heads down. More undead are attacking Neverwinter. They're boiling out of Castle Never and storming the Sleeping Dragon Bridge. If the bridge falls, they will enter the heart of the city, Protector's Enclave. I must stay and deal with the Red Wizards. Please, go to the bridge and aid the defenders. Destroy the undead soldiers near the gate to our north so it may be opened safely. Then talk to Private Wilfred. He will get you inside the city and show you the way to the bridge. Be careful. These undead are more aggressive than others you fought. Tempest grant you strength.
Press square to use Marauder's Escape to dash backward, evading your enemies.
There's nothing to pick up from these guys. And well,
hello again. You're looking a good deal fiercer than when you washed up on the beach. Told you drying out by the fire would do you good. My mother always says, warm clothes make for a warm heart. You thinned out the skeletons enough that we should be able to slip through the gate safely. Linklater gave me some healing potions for you. You may need them on the bridge.
Select a location to travel to it.
Pretty cool so far. Thanks to everybody still checking out the broadcast show stream. You are checking out the Legend of Drizzt. Neverwinter Begins, #1. Loosely based on the books by best-selling author Salvatore. Hope you enjoy the show.
Click in the L3 button and move it any direction to roll away from enemy attacks.
Cannot shift when your stamina is low.
Lesser scroll of identification. Reading the arcane inscription on the scroll reveals the power and purpose of unidentified magic items. Ooh. Take all that. Yes, I did.
Unidentified object and choose Identify to use the scroll and reveal the item's stats.
Where's my gear? I don't think I have any. There's no weapons or nothing yet, just the ones that I got on my back. What my character profile like? What I'm wearing? Okay. Reveal the item's status. Stats. So it doesn't reveal the location of a weapon, it just reveals its stats. Why wouldn't it show me its identity? Okay.
Just keep coming!
Oh, I can't wait to run into places like 10 Towns and Icewind Dale. It'd be awesome. here? Reading the arcane inscription on the scroll reveals the power and purpose of unidentified magic items. Okay, well, we're gonna hold on to that. That does not reveal locations. It's bothering me. What's the range on this thing?
What in the nine hells is that?
Press L1 and square to use seismic shot, firing a concussive blast into the ground which draws in and damages foes.
Kinda sounds like a tank ability, drawing enemies in.
You can activate your daily power when your action points are full.
Oops. I think I know that guy. You know. Whoa. Does he reset every time?
Sorry, should have been more cautious. But when I thought of all my friends who died because of her... Find Sergeant Knox.
and tell him what happened. Ask him to check on my mother from time to time. You have to stop her. Lord Neverember is no saint, but he's better than the alternative. If Neverember fails here, Valindra will rule Neverwinter. Find Sergeant Knox. He's one of Neverember's guards, one of the good ones. You must stop Valindra.
Hey Amanda, how's it going? Thanks for watching the broadcast. And looks like they've just put me in a central hub after the training noob mission. Some of the mounts. Hope I can get a Spectre Unicorn, that'd be awesome. Looks more like a tiger than a panther, I guess. Between an alligator or a bear, well, I'd probably have to go with the alligator since I've seen bears in ESO. I'm just hoping at this point I get a unicorn here. I think I'd like to thank everybody who just popped in. This is you're checking out the Legend of Drizzt Neverwinter Begins #1, loosely based on the books by best-selling author Salvatore. Been broadcasting for a little while here, just did the intro and character creation. I'm really surprised that I got the name Drizzt Do'Urden. Unless nobody else made that name, I won the lottery. They probably allow multiple names, so that's probably why I have it. So, in any case, if it is the first time anybody put that on the PS4 server, I am in luck. We're probably going to conclude tonight's broadcast, at least in Neverwinter for now. Continue some of the training missions, new moves, just getting used to this game. I am experienced with ESO and Dragon Age Inquisition, which I also use to do Drizzt broadcasts. And this game's going to allow me to learn more of the D&D lore, which is good for me. I've read all the Drizzt books, reread some of them. Amanda says someone just got Peter. Cool. Hopefully eventually here we'll get some decent armor on Drizzt, get him some dual wields. I think at level 10 they allow me to do weapon switch. A little bit more cartoony looking graphics wise than ESO. ESO I guess tries to go a bit more realistic than this. I'm hoping I have some camera options and some options to take off the HUD at some point once I get used to, once I know the game moves. There's no reason why I need to broadcast that, but we'll see. I can't wait to visit some of the places in the books, though. This is going to be just awesome in that regard. There's only one server. And are the Mandy, do you know, or I'm sorry, Manda, do you know if the names are reserved? And this is all one server between PC, Xbox. This is going to be the reason why I was going to buy an Xbox, for just to have this game. I was so shocked to see this on PSN today. I had no idea. So Amanda said there's just one server. So that's just for all PS4 regions everywhere, Europe and UK and the United States, and where I'm up in Canada here. Or that means all PC. That would be really cool, PC. DC Universe, which I played for 3 years, initially had PC players and console players together, but right when I joined, when it went free, they stopped that. Oh, I see. Oh, sure, you were asking, hence the question mark on your last question. Sorry, is there only one server? That's a good that's a great question. I don't know. If the names, I would have... I'm still trying to figure out how exactly I got the name Drizzt Do'Urden, unless they just allow multiple names. But if this is just a regular MMO, somehow I lucked out. I'm thinking if I got the name, this is just the only PS4 server. Because I'm guaranteed somebody would have had that name. If it is a reservation system or they just allow multiple games, I don't know. Anyways. I got the Mrs. Collins. Everybody, thanks for everybody checking out the stream. Of course, Murphy's Law. As soon as I start to log out, people start to log in to the broadcast. Checking out the Legend of Drizzt. Neverwinter begins. We just did the character selection for Drizzt. Awesome, nice, cool full motion video with Valandra's Shadow Mantle, Crazy Lich Sorceress from the books, which I highly recommend to anybody who hasn't started yet. You don't have to be in love with books to love this story. And everybody's PvP or tablet runs out of batteries at some point in time, so if you want, go get the first book, Homeland, by Salvatore for the Legend of Drizzt series. And I can't wait to play this game even more, get to know some of the lore, and yet more people start to come in. Well, maybe I should just go. I hate to leave people hanging though while I go for a break. But nature is calm a little bit. Hope I can get some close. I hope I can readjust the characteristics too. No, Drizzt Do'Urden is from the Dungeons and Dragons universe. He's a dark elf from Menzoberranzan. He's based on the books by an author named Salvatore. It's on the specific quadrant or fair run in D&D. And I've been broadcasting on different other games like ESO, Dark Age, Dragon Age Inquisition, just games that allow me to make a dark elf. And finally, Neverwinter has come out for the PS4, so I'm excited about that. I was looking in the PS4 store last night, didn't see it, had no idea it was coming, and all of a sudden today, boom, here it is. So this was the first inaugural broadcast, and I think I will just cut it out for tonight. But thanks to everybody who's checked out. Hope you're a fan of Drizzt, if not now, one day soon to be. And yeah, I think I'm going to be taking a break on Elder Scrolls Online and in the other games for a while I get to play this. So I wonder if this game even has emotes. Probably, which I can't seem to access yet. Emotes. No, it's just the daily log. It's weird, it's like being in DC Universe again now that we have a text chat bar. I wonder how much of the HUD I can remove in this game. It'd be nice to be able to take it all off, just for broadcast purposes. Show group live. Player live. Show mini map, I can turn that off, that's it. That kinda sucks. Oh, did my sensitivity adjustment? That's supposed to go down 2.5. Do I have to hit, save and exit, that's why. That's why none of my initial changes saved. Okay. To save and confirm in this game. Good question. I'm a total noob when it comes to Neverwinter. The question was, this game, is it like WoW? I'm a console-based MMORPG gamer, so unfortunately I've never played WoW. My first MMORPG was DC Universe on the PS3. Since then I moved on to Elder Scrolls Online for the last little while, and now we'll be playing this. And so overall I'm just a console MMORPG noob for the most part. I did play DC Universe for about 3 years, so I have general concepts on tanking, DPSing, that kind of stuff. But as far as Neverwinter, I have no idea. Totally new to the game. It was going to be the one reason I was going to get an Xbox, but lo and behold, it's now here on PS4, so I don't have to do that. So thank you to whoever made that decision. Alright, but I got my missus and my wife waiting, so I'm going to wish you guys a great night. Thanks for checking it out. Hope to catch you again. You've been checking out The Legend of Drizzt. Neverwinter begins, and if I had an emote, Drizzt would be saying goodbye right now like I do in ESO. But in any case, thanks for watching, and hope you're a fan.